skills. Yeah.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheels. I keep it in so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving that soldier chills. My jewelry the cold is chill. Story treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, bitch, this way, right before the deal.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Play the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Play the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Well, Coach, the good news for now, no snow in the forecast, but plenty of scarves and mittens in this sea of orange at Empower Field at Mile High, just west of downtown Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He finds Taylor, complete. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Let's go now. 6-1. 2-2-2. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go, go, go.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Roberts has it.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Cleveland.
On the double. Right there in the middle. 55. Oh, yeah,
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Ready? Kick the mic. 56 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson being chased out left. And he's got some space here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Lindsay. And an hell of a run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Barber on 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's Locke to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
I smell fear in that. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Locke going to go on 4th down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shit. Hurry. Shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He completes it to Jones. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points. And under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. throwing again on second down. Jackson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go, D, let's go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. You can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's got a first down past the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So some disappointment there as the field goal falls short, and we have reached the intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you Change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on third down. Lock. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Here's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A give running right, Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Ready up. You ain't doing nothing today. Fair. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. It's Barber, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one safety in the NFL today. You are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Rock it. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Lindsey, he leaps over him. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
60 Pittsburgh. Get that quarterback at all costs. She goes.
On first down, Barber. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check 52.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, Sam off. Now.
One more time with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score, Broncos 21, Browns 13.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Barber here, right side. And some room to work. Pass. And now off to the races. Down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Peyton Barber with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trent Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Lindsey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Go, go.
No, check that. We're on Mike 52, right?
Go.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson, and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up. Inside the red zone for their offense.
70, Indy.
Kill.
They'll run on first down. It's Barber. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Once again, it's Barber, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, the win moves them a couple games over 500, and they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, that first win remains elusive. They dropped to 0-12 now with the loss here, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the said